Hello and welcome back to another Tonto video. In this one, we're going to look at the TMNT, the Archie Adventures, issue number 6. And with this issue, it was introducing Leatherhead into this universe. And with this one, I'm not too sure in terms of the timeline, in terms of our universe kind of stuff, if Leatherhead appeared in the show first, or if it appeared in the comics first, in terms of J7 stuff and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm not too sure which came first, but I guess I should probably do some little research into that, but I just can't be asked for that. But either way, we do get to see Leatherhead in this universe, and it's quite a drastic difference compared to pretty much every other version of Leatherhead. And I do think it works in his favour for standing out for quite a bit, but at the same time, I don't think they do enough with all changes, because I think giving Leatherhead a human counterpart is pretty cool, but they don't do anything with him all too much, and it's a shame that they do more or less forget about it pretty later on. So that's a shame, but it's still pretty cool. We do get to see some of this. Yeah. Okay. So with the actual story itself, so we do first start off with just Harley. He goes into the swamp and he goes into this little house and steals the magical orb. And that's when he goes into the city. And I'd say that this bit was really weird, just because with the layout of the text, it wasn't the best, just because most of the time with the because it's weird, because with the speech bubbles on these pages, it was thought bubbles, but what he was saying wasn't really much of a thought. It was because I think it was on page 3. His first thought is it's been several days since since I came to the city. That's not very much of a thought. It's just supposed to be a journal entry. Then yeah, I can understand that, but I feel like the writer got mixed up with how to lay out all the writing, so I just found it hilarious as something that was written like this, and then on the next page it was written normally. So I just find it so weird and how bizarre it was. But that's when we do cut over to the Turtles, and they're in a pizzeria, and we're talking to this lady, and oh yes, I want this and this and this and this and this and this on my pizza. And I was quite surprised with the lady, just because she was smoking, and I was quite surprised at that, because I would have thought that this was something which they would have banned for a total comic, and a comic with animals and being sold to kids and all that. I was very shocked and surprised by that, considering that a lot of stuff that went down in the 90s with what they banned and censored, especially the total stuff in the UK, where they replaced Ninja with Hero and got rid of Mikey's nunchuckers, but yet they allow smoking in the comics. So I was quite surprised by that, but it was a welcome surprise. But I'm still shocked by that. But yeah, so we do cut over to the next bit, which is where just Harley meets Mary Bones, and she turns him into Leatherhead, and Leatherhead just crashes through a bunch of sewers and wakes up in the Shredder's submarine, and Shredder's telling a bunch of lies and be like, oh yes, being Rocksteady, well, they used to be high class citizens. You got Rocksteady, who was a real estate agent, and no, I think Rocksteady was supposed to be an accountant, and Bebop was a real estate agent, and apparently he was the one who found the submarine. It's stupid, but it works so well for the comedy alone, and I just wish we did get to see a lot more of this kind of thing, because I must admit, I'm really turning around this Shredder. I'm really starting to like this one. It's not the best Shredder, but he's definitely the funniest, and oh my god, it was just great. It was, I don't want to say perfect, but I really want to see a lot more of this side of Shredder, so yeah. So that's when we do cut over to Shredder. It's Big Rocksteady, Leatherhead. They're on the bridge fighting the Turtles, and there's not really too much to this fight scene here, other than just they're all fighting, and Leatherhead's sort of oh well, Shredder told me this stuff, and Rat's well, really, you're really gonna believe that when got Rocksteady and Bill talking like that, and you really expect them to be high-class citizens and all that. I mean, I don't know how smart just Harley is, but ooh, my god, he needs some help if he thinks that Bill Rocksteady are high-class citizens. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I can't really say too much about this fight scene, just because it was just kind of one of those ones where it's just there, but there wasn't really too much to really talk about. It just happened. But at the end, we do get to see Shredder. He turns some of us no, I can't believe you lied to me. So then he just breaks the bridge and just sort of commits suicide in a way, which is a mood. But yeah, I mean, it's so weird just because I find this like whole reaction to the whole situation is just so like extreme, just because Johnny's like, well, you know, I could help you try and get back to normal. He's like, well, no, I won't be normal now, oh no. But yeah, if he went with the Shredder like he was originally supposed to, he wasn't going to like turn back to normal anyway, like now or anything. So I find it weird like how extreme his reaction is, and I know, I just find it so stupid because of all that. But yeah, so then after that we do get to see the turtles, then encounter Mary Bones, and she's all like, well, you know, Leatherhead, oh, he might be dead, ooh, but you know what, things might not be as they appear, ooh, and who knows, maybe the future, who knows, he might come and help you, ooh, and then she just fades away, and yeah. So yeah, I'd say that overall for this issue, just like with issue number 5, it was a really great story for being like a new original story, and it surprisingly works really well within this universe. And I won't lie, it's a little bit of a shame for like later on they do stay away from the J7 universe quite a bit, and it does become its own thing. But I must admit, I'm really turning around liking this like J7 Tools stuff a lot more. The more that I look into this universe, read and watch, the more I get hooked onto it a lot more, and just wow, the reactions, especially Shredder's interactions with Leatherhead, talking about being accountants and real estate agents. It works too well to the point where I don't think it should work. I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but either way, it happened, and just wow. And then also with the art style, yeah, I mean, I must admit, I'm coming around to liking this art style a lot more. It's working really well, which I know for like over like the course of like the 40 years since Soul's been around, the art has definitely changed for a lot better, and it's working, even though it's simple. It works really nicely, and also have to say that the backgrounds, they're finally improving. There's backgrounds, there's sewers, and colours. I mean, it's not much, but it's a big improvement over the last few issues, over the original ones. Yeah, I mean, the more I talk about this issue, the more I really want to say that this is possibly one of the better issues from the series so far, but I've got to think there's probably a lot of better ones, so yeah, I mean, overall for this issue, I have to say that this was a really great one, introducing us to this version of Leatherhead and everything like that. I'm really liking this series a lot more the more I talk about it, so hopefully it does keep improving, but we'll wait and see about that. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. If there's some, please share, let's subscribe and all stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.